Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and it looks like finally I have access to the soccer event happening within Modern Warfare 2, the supported team. Now, the matchup right now is Argentina versus Mexico, and based on the comments you guys left in my previous video, I'm going to be choosing Argentina. Hopefully you guys don't let me down, because I have no idea who's going to win. I don't pay attention to soccer, but I'll tell you what, I would really like to get those weapon variants for those two different weapons right there. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Modern Warfare 2. Hopefully you guys all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I know I did. Ate way too much food and watched, like, what was it, like 9 hours worth of football from like 1 p.m. to like 10 p.m. So it was something like that. It was pretty awesome. Got to spend a lot of time with friends and family. Of course, now today is Black Friday, therefore avoid stores at all costs. Shop online, it's way easier. And speaking of that, it's time to thank today's sponsor. This video is being brought to you by the Ridge Wallet, the makers of the finest wallets, key cases, and even watches and rings. It's almost like the folks over at Ridge are mind readers, because I was in the market for a new wallet after my last one virtually ruined every card that I have. Long story short, my buddy started doing leatherworking, and this was the very first wallet that he made. The problem is, when he dyed the leather black, he didn't let it sit long enough, because when he gave me the wallet, all of my cards ended up being dyed black. Here's my Sheets card. I can't quite show you my debit card, which is definitely the worst one, but yeah, all my cards got dyed black, and I was obviously in the market for a brand new way to carry all my cards in particulars, and that's where Ridge comes in. Their wallets are incredibly durable, compact, easy to use, and incredibly high quality. Having only used traditional wallets before, I was a bit nervous that this new feel would be off-putting, but after using it several times a day for over a month now, I don't think I can ever go back. You just press your cards to the side and they pop right out, making those transactions at the cash register even faster. And there's even two different kinds of money clips that you can put on the back of the Ridge wallet, which is the perfect place for me to store all of last month's YouTube ad revenue. The Ridge wallet easily holds up to 12 cards. There are over 30 colors and styles to choose from, and if you head over to ridge.com/NerosCinema, you'll be getting the best deal possible, saving up to 40% between now and December 22nd. Each Ridge wallet comes with a lifetime warranty, and it makes for a great gift with the holidays coming up, so free yourself from those old bulky leather wallets and treat yourself or a loved one to something much better. The Ridge team and I are so confident in their product that there is even a 99-day test drive, meaning you can get a full refund if you don't absolutely love this wallet, but I think you will, because they made a believer out of me. I enjoy the wallet. I use it literally every single day. So head on over to ridge.com/NerosCinema, where once again you can save up to 40% between now and December 22nd. And I would also once again like to thank Ridge for sponsoring this video. Alright, so thank you once again to Ridge Wallet. Fantastic wallet. I seriously do use it every single day. But the focus of this video is going to be Modern Warfare 2. And this sounds weird, man. It sounds like oh, Nero finally got paid off, or, Nero's finally gone rogue on us. But honestly, Modern Warfare 2 is starting to win me over. Maybe it's Infinity Ward, maybe it's Activision, probably not Activision, they're a bunch of shitheads, but the game is slowly starting to win me over. I'm not gonna lie, ever since Season 1, I've kind of been falling off the game a little bit, not really playing as much as I anticipated, but it's also like the holiday season, there's a lot going on around this time of year, right? So I haven't been playing as much as I anticipated, but when I do play, God, this game is starting to really suck me in. It kind of goes back to what I talked about in the video that I made previously about the fact that Infinity Ward's like making me not care anymore, because I finally stopped caring about my KD, I stopped caring about my win-loss, and I mostly just play the game for challenges and to unlock things and do cool stuff in the game itself. And as a result of that, I've been really enjoying the game a whole lot more. I don't really know why I'm still doing the launchers, but man, there was a game I had earlier today, and maybe I can find some footage of it. It might seem weird because it's also on Shoot House, so having gameplays from two different matches is kind of weird, but there was somebody on the other team that kept using claymores, and let me tell you, my eyes were as bright as a 5-year-old on Christmas morning, man. I was so excited because I had spotter on and I could see those stupid claymores through the wall, and I'm just hunting them down. Every time somebody calls in a counter UAV, my eyes light up. I'm like, oh, that's an easy destroy, because to get platinum on the rocket launchers, you have to destroy kill streaks, vehicles, or equipment, but that does not count field upgrades, which is really annoying. It's pretty easy to find like an ammo box and blow it up. Field upgrades don't count. It has to be equipment like a claymore or something like that. that, or a kill streak up in the sky or a vehicle in ground war. So when you're using stuff like, I think it's called Estrella, maybe, I forget what it's called, honestly, and the RPG, the free fire launchers, shooting down the UAV is like damn near impossible. I did get one today. I did get a UAV accidentally with my rocket launcher, which is pretty cool. But aside from that, when it comes to actually blowing things up, you're looking for claymores and counter UAVs. And so I'm playing on Shoot House. I'm running around leveling up my guns. I got gold on the new Bass P whatever submachine gun, which is actually not that bad. I watched the video from Exclusive Ace. It's kind of like a Peacekeeper, but not nearly as good. Kind of like that mid-range between like an assault rifle and a submachine gun. I enjoy it. I got gold for it, and I was going through my assault rifles, and I'm like, wait a minute, I have all the challenges done except for the 3 kill streaks on the AK. I guess I'll go ahead and do that now. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that I think Infinity Ward is winning me over. Do I agree with a lot of their design philosophies? Of course not. Since before the game came out, I was talking about how the minimap should go back to being a normal minimap. I was talking about how dead silence should be a perk, how footsteps should be quieter. Obviously, I disagree with a lot of the core foundation of the game, but this also goes back to what I said in my previous video, where if you're going to enjoy a game like Modern Warfare 2, especially knowing that this is the only COD for 2 straight years, swimming against the current constantly and trying to like be upset about everything is a recipe for disaster, honestly. You're just not going to enjoy yourself really whatsoever. And as a content creator, it's my job to make YouTube content and try to entertain you guys as best I know how. And so I just kind of like look at the game like, yes, sure, these aspects of the game are frustrating to me, but the amount of progression with the camos alone like really sucks me into this game. I saw today that Rage got freaking Orion already. I need to, hit him up for tips and tricks or something like that, because I'm not looking forward to double kills on the rocket launchers. That just sounds horrible. But I saw he got Orion already. I think J-God's already got it. And I'm like, man, I'm falling behind here. People are really grinding this. I want to get into it too. And I really enjoy just grinding for the camos. It is nice being able to level up again. I'm not using like any double XP tokens or anything, because I figure, we have a couple months or whatever left in season 1. And so why would I want to like grind my way up to level 250 right away using double XP tokens just so I can stop leveling up? It doesn't make any sense, right? So I might as well just not use double XP tokens and continue to enjoy the grind, continue to go through the prestiges, do all the prestige challenges as they become available. And just doing that alone entertains me well enough within Modern Warfare 2 to want to sign in every day and keep on playing. And again, the idea of certain design philosophies do not mesh with me very well, but I'm actually accepting the game, I suppose, for what it is, as compared to a game like Modern Warfare 2019, which you guys know I was not in the best like mental state back then anyway. But when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, I was just like, fuck it, I quit. This is horrible. I'm done with it. This is not the COD I like to play. And is Modern Warfare 2 a perfect COD? No. Is Modern Warfare 2 even a top 5 COD? Honestly, I don't think so. I really don't. If I were to like rate the top 5 CODs, it'd be like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 4, honestly, is a top 5 COD for me, which I know is pretty controversial. But then you look at other games where those numbers, like for the other games, get a bit mixed up. I mean, you could talk about the original Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare 2, if you want to put on your rose-tinted glasses, even though that game is completely busted. Going back to a game like Modern Warfare 3, I think Black Ops 3, in terms of advanced movement, was pretty much perfect, aside from the supply drops. But is Modern Warfare 2, like the new one, a top 5 COD? I really don't think so. And we're kind of still, maybe for some of you, in the honeymoon phase where everyone says, oh, the game's great, or they say, oh, the game's terrible. I think I'm kind of like right down the middle, where there's a lot about the game that I do enjoy, and there's also a lot about the game that I don't enjoy, and I'm kind of just like taking the game for what it is, I suppose. And even though I don't think right now it's a top 5 COD, we have like this unprecedented amount of support that's supposedly going to be coming to the game, and we can make memes and jokes all day about, how much actually comes out on the battle pass or how many new maps they release. I mean, season 1, our new maps are going to be just remakes from previous CODs, Shoot House and Shipment, which are also maps that people want to grind camos on. So in terms of like actual like number of maps at launch, pretty bad. I mean, look at the post-launch maps that are going to be coming with season 1, also pretty bad. We only get 2 of them, and they're both remakes. So you look at the support there, you're like, well, this isn't actually looking all that good, yet for some reason the game is still entertaining enough. And I think it's because I'm so just wired to want to grind video games. That's just what I do. Maybe it's the background I have in gaming or what, I don't know, but I love grinding games, and Modern Warfare 2 is giving me a lot to grind for, and there's only going to be more as more weapons come out, as more maps come out, as more seasons come out, as more events end up happening. I mean, I'm looking at the event we have right now, the soccer one. I mean, it's cool, I guess. Like if Argentina wins, I get a calling card and I get the country's war track. Dude, I hope America plays again. Like, does anyone, like, that might sound stupid, I don't know shit about the World Cup. Is America still playing? And if they are, I have to vote for them because I want to drive around in DMZ in war mode with the national anthem coming out of my car. That sounds fun to me. And not to mention things like Warzone 2 and DMZ being there, and then Spec Ops if you want to go dick around or do a bunch of exploits. And, you know, there's a lot to the game that makes me just want to sign in and play. You know, and I've always said this over the years where if all you want to do in COD is just sign in and see how many kills you can get in a game of team deathmatch, well, then I don't see that as a long-term form of progression for you. I mean, and maybe most people, and this is like the kind of people that they're catering the game to these days anyway, the kind of people that do just sign in, want to level up their gun a little bit and see how many kills they get in a game of team deathmatch, log off, and then maybe log back in, you know, next time they have a day off or something like that. That's fine if that's what like people like to do. But if you're somebody that likes to play video games a lot, if you're somebody like me that literally made a career out of just rambling about video games on the internet and you play video games all the time, you know, just going for high kills in a game of Hardpoint or whatever, that's not very fun. That's a very shallow way of looking at a 2-year game because eventually you're just gonna get bored. You know what I mean? Like you have to have an extra layer of progression on top of that, and all the weapon camos, going for gold on the guns, then going for platinum, then going for polyatomic, then finally getting Orion. And then once you have all that done, you have the different challenges that are available, like get 400 kills with Orion camo equipped, get 300 kills with polyatomic, 200 kills with platinum, then 100 kills with gold. It's like 1,000 extra kills on top of every other gun in the game after you get Orion. Then you get like these fancy calling cards. There's been leaks and rumors going around, and we saw those images that were officially posted by Infinity Ward a while ago where they were kind of combining the polyatomic camo and the Orion camo together. Is that going to be a feature that we have to go for? And if so, do we have to unlock a bunch of stuff to do that? Like, how's that going to work? Like, there's a lot to this game, and it's actually making me enjoy the game itself. Do I think it's a top 5 COD? No. Do I disagree still with a lot of the fundamental design aspects? Yes. But is the game playable? Yes. And am I enjoying it for what it is? Am I expecting this game to be, you know, the next Black Ops 2 or something like that? No. And I think a big thing about Call of Duty and nostalgia and things like that is, if you look back, the original Modern Warfare 2, and this is nothing that has been said before, but the original Modern Warfare 2 was a buggy mess, and should it have been launched at nowadays, it would just be torn all to shit, because that game was buggy and broken and had so many game-breaking glitches in it. Like, you think, you know, this Modern Warfare 2 is buggy, you go back and play the original when it first came out, good God, it was ridiculous. And you go back to a game like Black Ops 1, hit detection was actually terrible. It's my favorite COD of all time, but the hit detection objectively was awful in that game. It was so freaking bad. There's a number of aspects to it. I mean, you had the COD points in Black Ops 1 that you would get for doing different contracts, and I think that's an interesting form of progression. But aside from that, there was no 100%er. You lost everything every time you prestiged, which if they were to bring back prestige mode, I think they would fix it, make it so you don't lose everything. But you lost everything when you prestiged, and you had to buy your camos. You didn't unlock them, you didn't earn them, you just got COD points for playing and bought your camos in that game, you know? So looking back, a lot of those older games, while yes, they were fantastic, I think a big part of why we enjoyed them so much was Call of Duty was a lot newer back then. And I also think it's partly due to like where we were at that point in our lives. You know what I mean? Like when COD 4 first came out, my brother and I get an Xbox, so 2007. So I was like 15 going on 16. My brother must have been like 9 going on 10 or somewhere. The numbers are pretty close. And for Christmas that year, my mom got us an Xbox we had to share. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. And, you know, we ended up having to get one of those like old school like Wi-Fi adapters because we couldn't like have the Xbox right next to the computer because, you know, it couldn't just plug in with Ethernet. I had to have a Wi-Fi adapter you had to buy separately to put on your Xbox. And we had one shared account, and we would like kind of like argue over who gets to play and when we get to play. You know, mostly he played in the morning and I played all night, and yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed there, I suppose, but we got to play the game and got to enjoy it. And COD 4 was not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination, but we loved it. I think a big part of why we loved it was COD was so new at the time, and a game like Call of Duty 4 just came out at the right time for so many people. It kind of like took Call of Duty into the modern era. Literally, it was the first non-World War II game. And a big part of it was like being able to play online with my buddies for the first time, and, you know, being a carefree 16-year-old that's like sitting there in study hall last period of the day, just thinking to myself, man, I can't wait to get home. I'm gonna hop on COD 4, you know, I'm gonna level up and I'm gonna get my MP5 or my M4 or whatever up to Blue Tiger, and my friends are gonna be on later on tonight. We'll play search and they'll see that I have Blue Tiger and they go, holy shit, Joe's been grinding, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, you'll never have that again. You know what I mean? As sad as it is to say, it's kind of like we're chasing the dragon to an extent. content. And so will COD ever bring back those same warm fuzzies as when we first started playing? Of course not. It's literally impossible, I think. They can bring back old guns, they can bring back old maps, we know they love to do that, but the big thing is, like, when a new game comes out, just kind of taking the game for what it is and seeing whether or not you can enjoy what the game is. And when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, the amount of grinding that there is to do in this game, I think, is actually pretty awesome. It makes me interested because I get that little dopamine kick, I suppose, every time I get a gold camo, every time a freaking claymore shows up on the other end of a wall and I've got my golden rocket launcher on my back and I only need 4 more to get platinum for all the launchers. Like, those are good feelings, you know. And it's also fun being able to play a game with my friends, and if you want to dick around, try something different, having DMZ be there, having Warzone be there, you know. I'm not really into Spec Ops, but Spec Ops is there, you know. So Modern Warfare 2, I don't know, maybe I'm just, maybe I had too much turkey yesterday, maybe I'm just in a way better mood than I normally am here on the channel. I don't know, but Modern Warfare 2 is definitely starting to win me over, and we will see how long that lasts. But guys, that's the end of my long little rant here today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like. Once again, thank you to the Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.